can't get this tight. Oh, it's not even loud. Can you guys see me? Not one eye. One eye larger than the other. Hi, guys. I miss you guys. Hi. We can see you well. Yay. This stupid thing is not tight. Hold on. I'm trying to tighten it. Oh, child. That's why. Hold on. There we go. There we go. Hi, guys. I miss you guys. Turn my phone up, make sure you can hear me. How is everybody? Hi. Oh. I know. It's been too long. I missed you guys. I'm not going to keep y'all long because I'm like a half an hour late. I was on the phone with my sister and I lost track of time studying for nursing school. Oh my God. Okay, we're not going to start yet. I'm so glad you said that because you know I'm getting ready to stalk you now. I got some questions. I'm not in school for nursing, but it is medical related. So I'm so glad you said that. Oh my God. So hopefully you'll like some of my content that's coming up then. I haven't watched the video of yours in ages. I had no video up in ages. That's why. Hi, KB. Hi. Yeah, I bet you didn't watch no video. Ain't nothing been up. Life been in shambles over here fighting for my life. Trying to put my life back together and figure out what all going on. I mean, it's clinical trials for a living. Oh, fancy. Clinical trial. So is that like when they say something was clinically proven to work, like you guys tested out on a bunch of people to prove like whatever this claim is, like say tooth whitening and 100 people said, you know, this is clinically proven to whiten your teeth in 2 hours, like that kind of clinical testing, or is it deeper than that? Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Oh, I love that. Oh, so that is really like a thing. I thought that was like a marketing tool when people say something is clinically tested. It's like, what does that even mean? You ask 2 people and you now something is proven to work because you done tested 2 people. Minor oncology and dementia studies. I love that. I ain't made a recipe since the break. Child, I ain't made no recipes since the bread video. So don't feel bad. My name is Brooke. Hi, Brooke. My niece's name is, well, Brooklyn, but I call her Brooke. Oh, hi. It's oh my God, it's so good talking to you guys. I missed y'all so much, man. It's been 2 minutes and this feels so good. I like that you do clinical tests on oncology and stuff, especially with my background. So, I'm even tear up the camera. So while we waiting for, like, you know, just to get our groove and stuff, depends on the phase of study. But yes, same concept. I decided to go back to school because y'all know I always talk to you guys about like my footprint in the world. I'm a breast cancer survivor. Well, thank you, Jesus, that you're a survivor, honey. Like, high five to both of us, because it's not easy. And it seems like maybe we had the same thought process. So I'm going to get some thoughts from you about this, because the reason why I chose this path is because of my background as well. So I'm not sure if you had the same thought process. So I'm going back to school. I'm taking prerequisites and stuff now. I'm in my first year in I'm doing community college because I'm paying out of pocket. I'm not finna be paying for no university. I ain't got that kind of dough. So I would love to go to like an Ivy League or whatever, but right now, because I'm paying out of pocket and I have to go part-time because I have to work. Like, I'm not a kid where I can just sit home and, just go to school. So I've been for a while just feeling like a loser. Like, don't let none of these clothes, my car, none of that stuff fool you. Like, I literally be feeling like I'm just was born. I don't know if it's just, to have cancer, to talk about God and to save my brother, or it's like that's what it feels like. That was just my purpose, is just to have trials, I guess, to just, I'm trying to think of the word of how to say it. Like, how God uses somebody for like their glory, or to spread their works and things like that. Sometimes it feels like that's fully online. I've cleaned my room since I haven't cleaned my room. Girl, listen here. I'm going part-time in school. Listen, I thought I was pretty smart. Now, thank God for my sister. I was going to go online too. My sister told me take my behind in the classroom. Y'all know about my cognitive, from the chemo and all of that. So I said, you know what? All right, that's a cute little vibe. Let me get my little book bag set up and stuff. Let me go sit in class and y'all. I be I be sitting in class. Can't tell me I wasn't smart walking in the door with my new pens and my little bag, and I got my initials on my bag, got my books ready. I done ordered the book off the syllabus and stuff, and I'm ready. The professor asking questions, and I'm raising my hand all hype, answering the questions. Girl, answering the questions like I'm in the fifth grade. Somebody will go and expand on my question. Girl, I just sat back and just opened up my book and just started reading. I said, because let me shut up. Because I sound like I'm in middle school answering these questions. And you can tell how behind you are listening to the way people respond to questions. So I've really been trying to figure out, I don't want any like get rich quick things and all of that. And this economy is economying. So I'm trying to think of what can I do to, like, the second part of my life. I did fashion and all of that. I did the things that was in my heart. I did the things that I wanted to do, that I loved. I don't regret it. I had a wonderful time, great experiences, got some beautiful clothes, some great pieces that can't be replaced, built a wonderful wardrobe. But it's like, I want more out of life now. I want my nieces here. She's be 3 this month. I don't want her to have to ask anybody for anything. She has a mom and a dad. They do well, but it's not looking like I'm going to have any kids. So I want to be the rich auntie. Mommy and daddy don't want to buy her these new little Louis Vuitton sneakers for the first grade. She called me. I want to be able to, to get them for her. I don't want to have to be blocking her number or ducking her because I know she about to call me and ask me for money. I didn't want that. So just make content, teach you what you're learning. Everyone in your program, everywhere would tune in. Well, that's what I would like to do. I would like to share with you guys my journey. But let me tell you what I'm going to school for. So, I'm going to tear up this damn camera. So I was trying to figure out what I wanted to go back to school for. I knew I wanted to be in medical because since I was a kid, I wanted to be in the medical somehow. All kids say doctors. But then I got the fashion bug and then I just went left. I was looking at nursing. I don't want to give needles all day. I don't want to be around all of that sickness all day, like the bedside and needling and wiping behinds and just I didn't want to do that. So I nixed that. My mom used to be a nurse when we was young. So I didn't want to do that because I was going to try to like follow in her footsteps. So then I said, okay, let's look into maybe being a doctor. Shoot for the stars if you're going to do it. So I was looking at, okay, what kind of doctor? I don't got 25 years to be in school. I was looking at anesthesiologist. Girl, I'll be 75 times I get out of school. Not doing that. I don't want to be no surgeon or nothing like that. So then I was looking at ophthalmology. That's a long time in school. Optometrist. That's a little less time. So I'm doing a little bit of research and stuff on that. I'm like, I don't want to be no eye doctor. Like, this is dry. I was looking into something with cancer, but trying to maneuver it to where I was happy and I'm able to help people with cancer. I just don't want to. I'm not that far out that I can handle being in close proximity to someone with cancer. I felt like that would affect me too bad. But then I thought about, okay, how are you going to help people if you're not in contact with them? How are you going to possibly pray for them, even if it's in private? Because everybody crazy enough don't want your prayers. Everybody don't believe in the same God. So how are you going to pray for people? How are you going to try to be a light for them if you're not around them? So I came up with radiology. Now, my thought process is to do radiation therapy, stack some money up, and then see if I can get into medical school. Child, it's going to be after Chump get out, because the rate they're going with the schools and carrying on, honey, ain't nobody fitting to go. Let me see. Just a smell. Oh yeah, this when I go to get my what's the things for your iron? My infusions. Soon as I come off the elevator at Abramson, I can smell it. I can, because they have us in the same place where they do the chemo. Like, you get your iron infusions, the person next to you getting chemo and all. Like, I can smell the chemo like on the floor. So that was just my whole thing. Like, I don't know if I'll be able to handle that. But I'm like, you can't, if you're in medical, like, you can't hide from people. I don't want to sit at a desk and type up and all of that. Like, I want to help. I want to be involved because I know this journey. Like, I know what these people are going through. I know what they're thinking. I know the hopelessness and stuff some of them can feel. Because some people, they take it like a champ. Because I remember being in radiation and I would see girls coming out of the radiation ready to go eat. Child, they used to have to be dragging me up out of there. The way I used to be nauseous and my stomach be hurting, it be turned like somebody took my stomach. It was crumpling all up. I was weak. My skin was all drawn, eyes all sunken. I was like, well, what the hell radiation they got? So I don't even know if it's different kinds of radiation or different levels of radiation. Like, I would like to learn all of that. My sister studied Is she a radiologist or is she a radiology tech? Because it's radiation therapy, radiology technician, and then a radiologist. Radiologist, I would have to go to medical school. So right now, I'm just taking my prerequisites to try to get into the radiation therapy program. I could do radiology tech, like, adjusting the people and taking the images and stuff, but I kind of want to help with the radiation, if that makes any sense. Great work-life balance. So how does your dad like being a radiologist, and does he make good money from it? Because it's something that I want to do to help, but I'm going through all of this school and all this time and all this money. I want to make sure that, I can pay these whatever loans I have to take out off, and then I'm able to live a comfortable life as well as helping. Hey girl, thank you. Techs make good money and love life. So is a tech better than radiation therapy? Because the therapist does the actual radiation and the tech does like the maneuvering, taking the images and all of that stuff. He's rich. Yeah, he's rich and he's never complained. They can work from home, which is crazy. Because now he rich. Lord, why I ain't start this earlier? Because I'm going to tell you, I had to get up out of fashion. I don't know about radiation therapy. Yeah, those are the ones that do the radiation. So that's why I was looking into that. Radiologist is going to take a few years. Like I have to do medical school, residency, and all of that stuff. And what scares me about it is the residency part. Again, I'm not a kid. I got bills and stuff. So I'm trying to figure out how do I make all of this work while still trying to achieve this? Because I know residents get paid, but they work like 80 hours a week and they get like $2,000 or something a week or every 2 weeks. And it's like, so I'm working 80 hours and I get $1,000 a week. But I'm with you. Med school's a long time coming. I'm gonna be 40 something starting my mom. Always says the time gonna pass anyway. Can I tell you, everybody be telling me that. That's what made me go back to school. Because I thought that. Because I'm like, okay, 40 here, dog. Like you done walked in the door. So how this is fitting, it's like that's what you hate about. Everybody makes it seem like it's no big deal starting over. It is when you fight in time, because nobody wants to come out of school 60 something and now you getting into your career and now you making great money. Of course you're gonna need that. 60 ain't dead. That it'll still be great, but you need it now. This is a great path for you to take. Now, the residency will be fine. You get paid for that. But $2,000 every 2 weeks? When my dad graduated from med school, there was a woman 60 in their graduating class. So, did she have money already? Because I look at that kind of stuff too. Congratulations to her. Love that for her. Did she have money already? Like, we gonna be honest. This is something that I want to do. I want to help, coming from somebody that had cancer. Money is involved. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm not in it for the money as well. People always don't go into medicine for money. The hell, all of this schooling and wrecking my brain and looking remedial all in class and spending all this here money, and you don't think I want no payoff? Absolutely not. I don't know. They just always said that part. Yeah, That's great for her. Or was her man rich? Because mine ain't. Was her man rich? Was she able to freely go and do what she needed to do and graduate and take her time? I'm still going to do it because, like y'all said, the time is going to pass anyway. So I want to do it and achieve this goal, but y'all, I am scared. Oh my God. So let me tell y'all, I had scholarships. I wish somebody would hear your story and not throw some money your way. Because listen, I would love to do scholarships. I don't really know anything about scholarships because even with the school I'm in now, I'm paying out of pocket. So I don't know, like, do you wait until you get grades and get a certain GPA and you start trying to apply for scholarships? Like, I don't know how all of this goes. So I'm not trying to be 50 going to medical school, but I'm trying to go about it in the smartest route. So my mom said that I should go and do the radiation therapy, stack some money up, and then start medical school. But it's going to be years before I even get to the program. I got to do my prerequisites and get out of college. So I don't even know how that goes. Do I have to get my associates in college, or do I get a certain amount of credits and then apply to the programs? Like, I don't even know how that goes. Like, all of this is new to me. I just know what my end goal is going to be. Did you fill out your FAFSA? I did. I filled my FAFSA out. You qualify for federal grants and tax breaks already. Well, I ain't getting no tax breaks, but I did get, they offered me subsidized, unsubsidized. My cousin is a doctor and she told me which ones to take. I didn't get it for this semester because I'm in spring. No, I'm in summer 1 and summer 2. That I'm paying for out of pocket. Fall is what I did because I did the FAFSA wrong. I did 25 to 26 semester. I didn't do it for 24, 25 because I was going to be in school 25. So I did it wrong. So I got money for the fall semester coming up. But math is my worst subject. I got to take like 5 maths, y'all. Like, and I'm not talking about no multiplication and 1 plus 1, calculus, algebra, statistics. I was just like, who told me to do this? Is school board and advisors no scholarship program. Well, I done been on the advisors line every week, and ain't nobody told me nothing about no scholarship. So now I got to call back. You are paying for somebody at their school to be there to answer all these questions. Use your advisors. I learned that the hard way. No, seriously, because they're not telling me none of this. When I tell you I'm one of those people that ask questions, I ask everything. I've been stopped assuming stuff. I will call you 15 times to ask you a question. Now I'll make sure the question makes sense. Like, I'm not out here asking dumb questions, but I need, like, they are not just offering information. I'm calling them because I'm trying to make sure I'm taking the right prerequisites because I'm not trying to waste time or money. Hit the like button, folks. Oh, thank you. Yes, guys, please hit the like button if you're on the live. I would really, really appreciate it. Thank you, Tania. I appreciate that. What was I saying? Oh, they're not offering like any information. I'm seeing how many credits that I can take because I'm only taking 1 or 2 classes, summer 1 and summer 2, because again, I'm working full time, and with my cognitive, I'm trying to make sure I can handle the workload because it's not just being in class, like it's homework and all of that. Like, I'm in English Comp 1 now, and every day I got something due. This here due Saturday at 12 o'clock. That's due Monday at 7 o'clock. This due Tuesday. And I'm like, and then it's reading. I got a thick book that I had to order to read out of and stuff. It's like, I'm just want to make sure that I can handle the workload before I be piling all these classes and stuff in. What do you want to study? You can get a bachelor's degree in biology or chemistry and take the medical entrance exam. Hi, Sarita. How you doing? Radiation therapy right now. But my ultimate goal that I would love is to become a radiologist. It's just easier path right now for me to do the radiation therapy because I can do my prerequisites and all of that, either get my associates or whatever it is that I need, and then get into the program. And I think the program is either a year or 2 years. So this will probably take me 3 or 4 years to complete for something that should be, 2 years or something like that, because I haven't been to college or anything. So I'm literally starting from the bottom. So it's going to take me a while to like get my groove, and then it's going to take me even longer because my counselor told me I need A&P. So I think that's anatomy and physiology or something like that, I'm assuming. He said take that by yourself. Don't try to add no English class, no none of that. He said because those classes are extremely difficult. So I'm nervous about that. Oh, become a tech. Make money, you will get the skills, then go forward. But that's what I'm saying. It's 2 different kinds, though. That's what I'm trying to make sure I'm going the right path. Because the path I'm on is radiation therapy, not radiology tech. So I'm just trying to make sure that I'm going the right way, because I think radiation therapy, they make more. I took both my A&P classes alone. Listen, that's what my counselor said. He said, do not take those classes with anything else. So that's going to push me back a little bit. And y'all, don't laugh. Guess what my class is for summer 2? Child, they don't, because you got to take placement tests and stuff in order to get into the college. So, of course, my math, science, and all of that, those was my best subjects. Y'all, why they put me in remedial math? When I seen... And it don't even count towards my credits. That's how bad it is. I'm like, I gotta go to the 1+1 class. So I can't wait to go in here and see how many kids is in this class. Cause I'm like, nothing is pushing you back. Yeah, I mean, I don't, I'm trying to think of how to word this. It's not pushing me back. It's just, y'all ever just feel like you just floating through life and you just lost? Like I'm just trying to find like my spot in life. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if medical is the place that I'm supposed to be. You know, I'm just like you said, the time is going to pass anyway, and I'm just like I want to make a difference somehow. I'm assuming this is why I got sick in the first place. And what better way to pray for people, what better way to be a help is than to actually be there. Better in A in remedial math than in algebra. Listen, I can do a little cute 4+4 and stuff now. The multiplication, I'm cool with. Now, when y'all start getting to the division and all of that, like, yeah, I'll be sitting there like, you'll be surprised. People know money, but not math. No, seriously. Yeah, I can count some money. I had to take remedial math too in college, and I thought math was my subject in high school. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So you was good at math in high school, and you still had to take remedial in college? So that means college math is way harder than anything we did in high school? Is it a different kind of math? Y'all don't stress me out. Because if you were good in school with math, why you had to take remedial? You had to have ran out of time to answer the questions or something, because it ain't no way. That's how everyone feels. No, I do. I just feel like, yep, I had honors math classes in high school. Y'all stressing me out. Lord, y'all stressing me out. Oh my God. College math is different. This is too stressful. I don't even know what to say. College math ain't that bad. But I am terrible at math. Like, and I'm not even exaggerating, y'all. I swear on Brookie, I still count on my fingers. Like, I am terrible. I'm an English, social studies, reading, comprehension. I'm that girl. I don't like math, and I use my calculator for everything. Then y'all see them big dumb school calculators with all them buttons and stuff. I don't even know how to use that. How do you do like fractions and you see the little parentheses on the calculator and stuff? Who know how to work that? I probably forgot a lot of it likely when it was time for college. Probably, yeah, because you weren't like using your mind every day to like refresh it and all of that. It's just so much math I gotta take to say math is my worst. Like that's the part that I'm like, why is it so much math? Chemistry. My mom had to take biology and all that. She said biology wasn't bad, but anatomy and all of that, I gotta take medical terminology, and it's dependent on what you're majoring in. What are you trying to major in? I'm majoring in science for health professions. So I'm trying to get into a radiation therapy program, and my ultimate goal is to become a radiologist. So that's like later on down the line. But for right now, we need some money. So we're trying to, get these prerequisites done and then get into the radiation therapy program. So I'm in sciences for health professions. That's what my major is. My major done changed like 4 times. They had me in math and something. I said, take that off. I don't know who told you to put that on there. And then I'm still having to take at least 5 math classes in order to get my credits and stuff. So it's, get a tutor. I need to go back to school. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to get a tutor because there's literally no way. Like, I have to get a tutor because I don't want to, like, speak negativity, but it's like I'm not even going to play myself. I count on my hands. Like, we're not getting ready to get in there and do no long division and all of that. Like, somebody at work showed me how to do percentages. I got it in that moment. By the time that lady walked out the door, I couldn't tell you what's 35% out of 100. And I don't, girl, that's what the calculators and all that stuff is for. Like it don't even stick. So I'm going to have to use a tutor. I have a BA in history and want to go back for nursing, but I need to take some prerequisites. BA in history. So, like, what kind of job would you get with that? Like a BA in history. Congratulations. I love that. I love history. How many prerequisites would you have to take? I was going to do nursing, but I don't want to give needles and do bedside and all of that stuff. Like, I don't want to do that. But I want to help. You know what I'm saying? Like, my mom was there praying for me. My mom, even if I didn't know it, I'm in the room getting my radiation. My mom is in the waiting area praying for me. Like, I want to be in this space, even if it's in my head, even if it's, I close my eyes while they're getting whatever they're getting. And I'm praying for these people. Like, I just want to find where my place is. Like, it is a crazy, crazy feeling when you don't know where you belong at in the world, where you just feel like every decision you make is wrong, because that's what it feels like. It feels like every decision I make is wrong. I'm so proud of you. Thank you, boo. You got this. I'm going to be tougher if you doubt yourself. And I work in HR and I wanted to be a teacher. I need a few like anatomy, but honestly, it's been almost 10 years since I graduated, so I don't know if I need to take courses over. I don't see why you would. Like, I mean, ain't nothing wrong with some refreshers, but like, do credits expire? Well, I mean, yeah, I don't know anything about that. That's crazy if you would have to take courses over, but yeah, do credits expire? I don't know. I mean, I'm excited for the journey, but I am scared. I'm not gonna lie, because especially me doing it in person, I'm in class and I try to participate as much as I can. Like, I want to bring you guys along when I go to school and stuff. Like, I'm not going to record in class because, other people's privacy. But I just, my homework and what I'm studying, like, I would like to share all of that with you guys just to take you on this journey. And, when I graduate, y'all come into the graduation. Like, I want to share all of this stuff with you guys because it's just, the time is going and I'm just trying to figure out what I'm doing. Like, that's all. I told you guys on my last video, I had came back home and I'm trying to figure all of that stuff out. Like, share because I need some motivation. Of course, like, I want to share everything with you guys. Like, this is not a decision that I came into lightly. But again, I don't want to be doing no get rich quick things. Like, I've always been big on education, especially Black women. Like, it's so important to be well educated. And they're trying to make it seem like education is not a big deal, or you don't need a piece of paper and all of this. And I can't tell you how many times I've heard, you can read books for free and all. Just because you can read don't mean you know what the hell you reading. Just because you can read don't mean you can comprehend. Yeah, there's Chat GPT and all this electronics and all of this, but nothing beats this. Nobody can take this away from you. And the pride you feel of accomplishing something, because academia is not easy. I'm just starting and I'm already looking for the nearest what's that Beyonce yak? Like, I be looking for the nearest bottle. Yeah, it does. And you got this. We applaud you for having the courage and determination. Oh, thank you. Thank you, because it's definitely courage. Because, I want to make myself proud, but I also want to make my family proud. I come from a really good family. My sister does well. She's an accountant at Amtrak. She does all the money for, the Amtrak station that she's at. I have a cousin who's an engineer. I have another cousin who's a doctor. I have a cousin who graduated college and, he dabbles in acting and stuff like that, but he works at the hospital. Sometimes I just feel like, man, what the hell are you over here doing? You know what I'm saying? It's like I was the first girl in my family. I I just feel like I remember myself as a kid and all the talents and stuff I had. Like I used to sing when I was a kid. I was an excellent dancer. Couldn't tell me I wasn't going to be Janet or Michael. I was reading street signs and stuff by the time I was 3. Um, I was good in school if I wasn't running my mouth or, playing around. But I had so many talents. I used to write when I was young. I won an award for writing. Um, I'm good at writing stories and things for like special occasions and things like that, and writing down, like, good at putting into words things that have happened in my life and things like that. Like I was always good at writing. So as I've gotten older and I've looked back, I feel like sometimes all of the potential that I've seen in my young self, it didn't come to fruition. And that's why I got my bachelor's, because I wanted something for me. Yeah. It's like I'm not embarrassed of my fashion background, but sometimes it feels like fashion was just it's like it's surface level, it's vanity. Look how much it has changed and how fleeting it is. I have all these beautiful clothes upstairs, but I'm not like I'm lost here, if that makes any sense. Um I want something that I can be proud of. I want something that nobody can take away from me. I want something that my dad can look down and say, my kid did that. Like, she's not just dressing well, because my dad was a dresser. So of course he would love that. But she's not just dressing well, she got it up here. You know what I'm saying? It's like people try to downplay that piece of paper, but that piece of paper means a lot. And I can tell you how I know it means a lot, by the attack that's happening on education. It's not about the education. There are more Black women educated than there has ever been. We are literally the most educated. Fashion is a talent, and everyone has something that they are intelligent. Not everyone is meant to be Einstein. No, I agree. And I don't want to be Einstein. I don't think I'm going to be Einstein. But I do want to be more educated. I can't lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I do feel like I lack. I'm just going to be honest. Um, they say you are who you hang around. I hang around some very beautiful, affluent, some well-educated, well-connected people. And sometimes I wonder, like, what they want to be friends with me for. I feel like that I am the low man on the totem pole in my friend group, and I don't want to feel like that. You can have brains and beauty. Yeah, I would love that. But it's like, and it's not that I want to be like, like, I want to, it's self appreciation. This is for me. This is not for anybody else. This is not for me to be able to hang with anybody else. This is for me, for a personal accomplishment, a personal goal for me. I want to be proud of me. When I'm around these people, I don't want to have that feeling of, excuse me, not being good enough. I don't want to have that feeling of, are they around me because I look the part? You know what I'm saying? Like, I blend in with them. There's obviously something that they see in me that they're my friends. You know what I'm saying? But I know on paper, I'm being honest. On paper, I do not match with my friend group. That's just point blank, period. You simply want to better yourself, which is a sign of growth. I do. I do. And I know that I'm talented. And I know, first of all, everybody can't dress. So I know that that's a talent. Everybody can't dress, but everybody also has their own taste. So style is subjective. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some people who like, avant-garde and over the top and pow, look at me, and colors and all of that. Some people are more demure in their style. Some people are more laid back. Some people are more quiet. Some people like streetwear. Some people just like comfortability. You know, they want to put on a, you know, aloe or Lululemon every day with a cute sneaker and a bag, and that's their look. Everybody has something different, and that's just not enough for me anymore. When I left, I'm going to share something with you guys. When I moved out of my house, when I left my husband, it did not hit me how little I brought to the table until I left. I didn't leave, like, I told him when I came back that I had left with nothing, and that was never going to happen to me again. I didn't mean it in the sense where I left with, you know, $2 in the bank and all. I left with nothing, meaning I did not know how little I had until it was time for me to go. I had clothes. If something would have happened to me, if my cancer would have overtook me, I would have left my niece clothes. I mean, I got a couple of stocks and stuff, but I don't know nothing about that. You know, I just was buying because it was low. You know, just was doing stuff because everybody was on this stock thing, and you're not, you know, you're nobody, or you're, you know, you're broke if you don't have stocks and bonds and stuff. So I seen some, you know, some stocks and they were low, so I invested money into them. But I had nothing substantial to leave my baby if something were to happen to me, but clothes. And I love clothes, but that's my obituary. Like, okay, remember when when Aiden left Carrie and she had to buy her apartment and she didn't have any money, but she had $40,000 worth of shoes? That's me. Like, if something were to happen, what would my obituary say? I'm not trying to go nowhere no time soon. But if that would have been my case, what would my obituary have said? You know, she loved fashion. She loved her family. She loved her niece. She left behind a husband, Chloe, and $4 million worth of runway dresses. You know, it didn't dawn on me what I was doing with my life until after I left. And again, how little I brought to the table. I left this man and I felt like I was nothing. Like I had to figure out how to start over, figure out where I was going, figure out how to build my life back. That was what inspired me to go to school. Like, at least if something happened, maybe I had touched somebody's life. Maybe my prayers or something, God heard me and healed somebody of cancer like I did. You know, maybe somebody can say, she made a difference. She affected me. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least it would be something. Like, I'm just not, I don't have, you know, no kid to leave behind. So what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm hiding behind all of these clothes because that's my armor. I'm hiding behind these clothes and that's it. And it's just not good enough for me anymore. Like, I want more. I need more. Y'all don't know my thought process sometimes when I take these breaks from YouTube. Like, it don't always be that I'm in a creative slump, or I don't know what to film. And sometimes I am in a scary space in my mind that I've never been at before. Sometimes when I take these breaks, it's to save myself and you guys. And I'm going to explain what I mean. I did a live with you guys one day, and I got so emotional and so upset that I literally couldn't even finish the live. I take breaks because I don't want you guys to see sometimes how low I can get. I feel like a lot of people don't talk about mental health in a real way. Like, not just you depressed and, you like, I don't feel like people really get deep into really how, when your brain is not connecting or them wires are not like how you feel and you can't control it. I have never in my life ever had a problem with mental health. At least I never thought I did. I've always been strong. Like, my whole family will tell you, if you're looking for the strong one in the family, it's me. Anytime something crazy is going on, I'm the first one that they'll call because I put all emotion to the side and I'm going to figure this out. Because if you need help, you don't need me scrambling and crying and going through all this craziness. You need somebody that's going to be logical, that's going to be focused, that's going to get you help. I can fall out later. And I don't know if it's the years of holding stuff in and being strong, because I didn't grow up in no crazy household. I don't have all of these wild stories as a kid. I wasn't molested and all. Like, I don't have that story. Like, I had a normal, regular kid childhood. I played outside till the street lights came on. We had video games. My mom cooked dinner every night. I had a dad in the home. I had a godfather. I had a godmother. I traveled with my godparents. I had uncles, aunts. I had a regular, literally a regular childhood. But it's like, that cancer did a 1-2 on me. Like, I think about that very thing sometimes. Hi, Rochetta. How you doing, darling? What would be said about me when I'm gone? I pause. They don't talk about it at all. And when you say too much, you get the look. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all don't know how much y'all are like a safe haven for me. Y'all, I know it's annoying. And one of my friends always tell me that I set myself back when I take breaks from YouTube. Like, you were doing so well, your videos are doing well, you're getting sponsorships and all of that. And that's great. But it's like that, I sometimes I just can't help it. Like, I cannot turn this on and talk to you guys. I can't turn this on and film. I be needing that break because I'm not trying to be like crashing out on YouTube. Like, that's not how this story get ready to go. Love to see you, lady. Oh, thank you. I'm so happy you joined. Thank you. I miss you guys. Like, it's not like this TV like mental health thing where, you see people talking to themselves and all. Like, it's like when your mind is not aligned, or them wires are mismatched and stuff, it's a feeling that it's just, I wouldn't wish on anybody. Like, I don't even talk to my family the way I used to about it because I don't want to stress them out. I just deal with it. I laugh and joke, and I call my sister every day and talk to her, and she has no idea sometimes the thoughts that be in my head or how I be struggling to get through the day. Like, my niece is literally like a light, and Jesus is the only way that I'm able to make it through some of these days. And I don't know why. Like, I got sick and it's done. I don't know why it has like such a grip on my psyche the way it does. I don't know. Like, I really don't. I think it affects like everything in my life. It affects like my marriage. It affects the decisions I make for myself. It affects how I show up in the world sometimes. Like, it affects me. And I am in therapy and stuff. And it helps. Therapy helps a lot, actually. But I want this feeling, this emptiness to go away. I don't know what it is. I don't know what I need, but I want this, like this emptiness that I feel, to go away. I want this feeling sometimes that I have of, it's not loneliness. I'm trying to think of the word. It's not the S word. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's not that word, but it would be peaceful if y'all picking up what I'm putting down. Like, I wonder how, like, you know how they say when when you get to heaven, there's no more pain, there's no more um and I be angry at myself sometimes because I wonder where the pain comes from. Because again, I didn't have, like, my dad molesting me. I didn't have no crackhead mom. I didn't have that stuff. So I, like, where did this come from? Sometimes you want to take a vacation from the feeling. Yeah, trauma can be so shocking to our system. And so is that what it is? Is it the trauma from my cancer? Because it's like I'm really trying to figure out where this feeling is coming from, that I just can't. Sometimes I just don't understand life. Like, I don't. And the things that's going on around us is making it worse. I get so tired of turning on the TV or opening up my phone, and they're taking this away. This thing is shutting down. They laying off 5 million people. 20 people got shot on this day. 100 people got shot at the park. Celebrate. It's like I feel like we in a twilight zone. The pain comes from being sick for so long, and every doctor visit has you on edge. Maybe it's a midlife crisis, and mental health doesn't care about your background. Not a midlife crisis. How old do you think I am, sis? Not a midlife. But all jokes aside, you may be right. You may be right, because I don't think I'm old enough to me not getting those cycles. Like, you stop getting cycles at 40. So I don't know if, well, I guess you can, because some people get menopause and stuff in their 30s. So where was I going? Oh, I did hear of a thing called perimenopause, because I asked my mom about it and she laughed. But I did hear about perimenopause. Could that be, like, because I got sense enough to know that this feeling that I have is not normal. Because again, I've had, I don't want to say sickness, but I've grown up in the hospital. So this is not my first rodeo with a hospital. This is my first time with cancer. This is my first time actually fearing for my life. This is my first time actually seeing that you could no longer be on this earth. Like, this could be your time. So maybe that's where all of this lingering stress is from, that the trauma of everything that I went through, because it's not making no sense of how sometimes I have this overwhelming feeling of, like, dread and helplessness and lone. It doesn't make sense. I'm 33. I miss your face was she gonna say midlife crisis. Like, girl, why? I'm 33 and going through a midlife crisis. It's like when you're elevating your life and it ain't what it's supposed to be. Then also I have bipolar disorder. Oh, It's so much going on. I'm going through menopause and my mental health is a struggle. So wait. So if you don't mind like delving into this a little bit, when you say bipolar disorder, is it like you have different moods in like the course of like your day? Is it do you have to take medication for it? Does it affect how you think? I have so many questions about this because I just don't feel like people talk about mental health the way that it's like you're supposed to talk about it. Like that it's kind of like glossed over, and like they talk about it like in a Kanye sense. Like, he's crazy. Like, no. I feel like it's so many layers and it's so much to it. Get your hormones checked because chemo does affect your hormone. But so does your hormones affect your mood? Hey Jen! Does your hormones affect your mood? Does your hormones affect your mental? Well, I mean, yeah, your hormones would affect your child. I ain't in the medical yet. Your hormones do affect your mood, but does it affect like how you think? Would your hormones make you feel like this would be, a better option than having to keep fighting within your own self? That's the perfect way that I can phrase it. It feels like your brain is in there. Like, what's that game? That not game. That sport where they got the two sticks and they be like going like this with each other and stuff. That's how it feels like your brain. Like you're fighting with yourself because you know better, but you can't. It's like this side over here is like fighting you. That's exactly what it feels like. And it's crazy. It is crazy to say I have always had common sense. I have always had I've never struggled with my brain before. It's like in so much pain. It's like it is like it's like your brain is in pain. Yes, as we get older, we lose estrogen, which can have flashes and anxiety. Like I don't have all that. I have anxiety from me being sick. I didn't have anxiety before. I was always afraid of things. Like I was never a daredevil. I don't like road trips, driving fast in the car. I don't like rides that go off the ground. I don't like water and swimming pools and all. Like that's been since I was born. That, me being afraid, that has nothing to do with it. But I definitely have anxiety, most definitely. And I mean, I can say that I probably had like a bout with depression, maybe. But again, doesn't depression come in other forms? I don't think depression comes in just one way. Um, sad and you can't get out the bed. And I've had those moments. But also, is depression just not just unhappiness? Like that is the word. It's just unhappy. But all through my life, I suffer from depression, though. Yes, your hormonal imbalance can send you over the edge. Think about postpartum. It's a whole. Yes. Okay. Okay. So your hormones after you give a baby, after you have a baby. Like when they say women that go through postpartum, like they can harm their baby. That's your hormones. Your hormones are telling you that you don't want this baby. You don't like this baby to harm your child. Experience a major illness can cause. So do other people that have cancer or have had cancer, do they go through this same thing? I'm just trying to feel like, why does it feel just so dramatic for me? If that makes any sense. Like, I'm grateful that it's done. But that crippling fear that it left behind is no joke. It's literally no joke. Like, y'all, I'm so tired. Like, I am so tired of thinking about, not to myself, just period. I'm so like, I miss the old me where it just was like, I just lived my life. Like all I cared about was getting dressed and going outside. Like I miss her. I miss like I want to take my brain out, sit it in a bowl like you rising a bread dough, put a cover on it and just let it rest. Like a lot of questions are questions to ask a doctor. Don't want to give out misinformation. No, I understand. I understand. I'm trying to get some type of sense of why or where this is coming from. Because it is like it's overwhelming. And if I can be transparent, which I always am, y'all know all my business anyway. I feel like my marriage played a lot of part in that as well. Like the toxicity and the stress, because stress can cause cancer, stress can kill you. You know, I'm afraid of that all the time. Like I try to act like everything is fine and laugh and smile, and it's like, but in my insides, it's like it's nothing funny. You know what I'm saying? It is overwhelming. It's nothing funny. You know, it's like it's exhausting because you're dealing with this thing over here, but then you're dealing with this bigger thing over here. So it's I felt like that played a part in it as well because it's like everybody like, and that's another thing that, you know, I am grateful for you guys for the support that you give me. Not one person had anything negative to say. Not one person when I said that I was trying to fix my marriage. Not one person. And I mean, I got on here and turned him inside out. Like we was on here like, you know, running the witch out the village. Not one person had anything negative. The encouragement, but I know that it's going to be a work in progress. I know it's going to be something that is going to be continuous and it's not going to be something that's easy. But I still haven't let go of that trauma from before I left. You know, I still watch him like a hawk. Like nobody wants to live like that. I'm not at ease if that makes sense. I'm trying to have a baby and went through 2 rounds of IVF, and when your hormones is off balance, it affects your mental. I thought I was losing my mind. Well, first of all, I pray that you get your bundle of joy healthy. Congratulations and for even taking that step because it's scary and expensive. So, you know, I'm glad that you're even able to do that, that you have that choice to even try that. These streets are scary as long as you both are willing to do the work. Yeah, it's just but I wasn't even worrying about another man though. I would have stayed by myself. Like it's that was the last thing on my mind. Like, child, please, ain't nobody had time for that. I was getting rid of one headache. You think I was getting ready to pick up another one? No, that wasn't even on my mind. But I'm trying to figure out how do I not bring that old trauma into new. Hey, girl, into the news into the new space, if that makes any sense. I am not 100% comfortable. Like I said, I'm watching everything. I'm on high alert, you know, because I'm not a fool. You know, when you are backed against the wall, you're going to do and say anything. You know what I'm saying? And again, they came back hard. Like big gifts and you know, therapy and you know, I got a new car and all like I mean, they came back. But all of that means nothing to me if it's not a healthy situation. And I don't know when I'm going to be comfortable because it was so many years of it being toxic. And I don't know what I would do if I had to be back in that space again. So I am working on myself, but at the same time, when you're in a marriage and people be like, focus on yourself, working on yourself, do you already feel like you know that this is not the right decision? So that's why you are pre- preparing yourself? Or is it you're trying to be a better person in the relationship? Like, how does that go? So I could get girl. Well, I ain't start planting yet, child. School been tearing me out the frame. So I got dirt and all that stuff out there. Like, I'm gonna start. I haven't started yet. So the crop gonna be a little late. But I was just, I was afraid that I'm not gonna lie, I was afraid I was making a mistake. I was happy that I finally was getting some action. Because it's like, okay, so we just don't care no more. Like, I left, it's been months, I ain't heard nothing. And it's like all of a sudden, I don't know if something clicked in their head or something that, this was a wrap, but it just was like floodgates. But I don't know, guys. It's just this space that I'm in is just so weird and exhausting and overwhelming. All of your feelings are valid. Well, thank you, because I was starting to feel like I was again tripping and speaking negative over my situation, but I don't feel like I don't want to speak negative over it. I'm just trying to be realistic so that I don't have the rug pulled from underneath me again. Yeah, but it shouldn't have took me getting my own place for him to see that I was serious. That was a part of the problem. You know what I'm saying? I felt like everything that I was saying was a joke. Everything that I was screaming at the top of my lungs like was just taken with a grain of salt. You be all right. What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what having that piece of paper that everybody loves to call it a piece of paper. I feel like that's what that piece of paper does sometimes. It traps you because in reality, what you gonna do? I'm not, from what I know, I'm not cheating on you. I'm not hitting you, because you don't like, that you don't go on dates, or you don't like how I say something, and you don't like, what you get ready to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how I was feeling at the time. He was working on his issues. Um, but my question is, when you're some way your whole life, do you really change? That's a question. When you're some way your whole life, do you really change? Is that real change, or is it change enough to get this person comfortable again? To get this person back where you want them? Because remember, I told you guys, I felt like this man did not like me. Like, how does that flip all of a sudden that you just the best thing since Wonder Bread? I think he needed that time to himself and work on him becoming a better husband. Sometimes people don't hear you until you stop talking. It's possible. It's going to take work and just you can change if you want to. And let me be clear. I'm not perfect as well. Right now, I'm in a space where I kind of pulled back a little bit. I'm trying to figure out how to say this. I'm wondering if I made the right decision. That's the space I'm in right now. Because just because you love somebody, and I do, what does that mean? Like, honestly, like, is it supposed to be this much work? Or are you forcing it? My husband was married before me, and the man he was is not the man he is to me. He put his in his work, went to therapy, and changed for himself. I believe God can change people, but I understand being cautious. Are you currently happy with the decision? If you want something bad enough, you will change what needs changing. Um, am I currently happy? I'm in the middle. And the reason why I say I'm in the middle is because I see things kind of easing back to the way they were. Not everything, but when you made such a big decision out of the blue, no thought process, just to up and leave your whole home, and in your mind, your marriage was over. And maybe it's my fault. And I'm going to tell you why. And once again, my sister, I'm trying to figure out how she's the little sister because she's way smarter than me. I felt like if I was to still make this decision again, I wouldn't have done it when I done it. When I did it. Meaning, I felt like I came back too fast. I got caught all up in the emotion of it. Because again, like I told you guys in my last video, I've been married 14 years. Always knew he loved me. That was never a question. But I have never, since I've been with him, felt the way I felt like when he was trying to win me back. When I tell you, it seemed like everything that I've said throughout the entire 14 years, it's like he got all of it. Everything I was asking for, everything I did not get that I deserved, everything that I was missing, it's like he heard everything, all of miraculously. And it wasn't just the big gestures. It wasn't just the big gifts and all of that. Like, all that was great. But it was the look in his face when I would tell him, because I didn't make it easy. Like when we would have tough conversations, I remember I told him one time, and I seen like, it's like I can see his heart drop in his face. I told him, you were worse than dealing with you was worse than me dealing with cancer. And the reason why was because that's what cancer is supposed to do. You know, cancer comes to kill and destroy. That's the purpose of cancer. So I got to fight cancer in you? That just in my mind, for somebody that you love, that just did not make sense to me. I'm fighting somebody that is supposed to be my biggest champion. It's supposed to be in my corner no matter what. And I feel like me having to deal with you is worse than me having to fight cancer, because this is what it's supposed to be over here. What the hell are you doing? Pray about it. You'll get your answer. You know, I'm not churchy, but this is a fact. No, no, it is. It's a fact. You ain't lying. You made a decision. Just give it time. Remember when you met, you got to know him. So take some time and get to know him now. Call him out on anything that makes you uncomfortable. But that's what I'm afraid of, though. I came back middle of February. I started feeling this way a little before my birthday in April. It wasn't even February, March. It really wasn't even, if it was 2 months. So I'm not going to say I regret the decision, because I love him dearly. Like, I'm not going to make it seem like he's this monster. I've been married to him for 14 years. He is a beautiful person. He has a beautiful heart. But sometimes I just feel like that doesn't translate to me. If y'all understand what I'm saying. It's like, you know how that dumb saying where like the one closest to you and all, like, that's bull. Like, I'm not going for that no more. That should not be. That should not. That's not my job, to be the punching bag to whatever trauma, whatever, whatever you're feeling that you need help with. And what really made me come back was the therapy and them going to church. They were going to church before I even came back. That was something that they did on their own. What brought on this feeling was I was seeing little stuff that was triggering. Again, I'm not a fool. I know that when, you want something, you're going to do and say whatever. And when I came back, it was like, like you lost your old tricycle and you got it back shiny and new. So everything is, whatever you want, whatever, I'm not, I knew what it was. But then I would ask a question and it was the way it would be answered. And I'm like, so, me, I don't say nothing. Then, I would ask a question and it would be, it would be a look. And I'm like, I'm already on edge. Like I said, I'm already watching everything. So now everything, I'm just like, oh, okay, here we go. I'll see. Okay. I guess the the dopamine is wearing off. So and now I'm sitting here thinking, should I have held out longer? Should I have waited? But I wanted to come home. You know what I'm saying? I was just as miserable being there because this is not what I saw for us. But I didn't see no other way. But now I'm sitting here like, if this doesn't work, there's nothing else. If counseling and prayer don't work, and it could just be me jumping, because again, everything that I went through before, I don't want to go back there again. So it could be me just being like I don't want to say dramatic, but like not nitpicky, but like too much on time. It's like kind of like relax a little bit, but it's like I can't relax. To get through it, you gotta let things go and be sincere about starting fresh. As you stated many times, no marriage is perfect, even the so-called perfect ones. I divorced after 19 years. of marriage. Not because he was a bad man, but he took me for granted. We got married really young. Be patient with yourself and your husband. But that's the part I'm afraid of. It's like that's the being taken for granted. That's what I'm afraid of. Being taken for granted and being back in this spot, in this space. Like, y'all don't know. Like, I'm just never gonna forget when I was here suffering, getting all my teeth taken out, and my mouth was swollen and bloody, and this man walked past me. It's like I don't forget those things. And I'm trying to, because who am I to hold a grudge? I get it. And I'm trying to be patient. I just came back. I'm trying to be patient. I don't have 14 more years to waste. And it's like thief is the comparison is the thief of joy. But sometimes I look at other people, husband and wives, the way they interact with each other, the way they talk to each other. And I'm not talking about like people I know. I'm talking about people that you may see. Like, you'd be surprised when you're out at a cafe, or you're in the supermarket, and you just see people outside, the way people interact with each other. And I always do this. I wonder, does she have to deal with this? I wonder if she has any trauma in her marriage. It does take time, and it takes effort on both parts, not just yours, not just his. You want this to work. Hi, Tanya. Girl, not perimenopause. So I'm tripping. Cause it's okay. If I'm reading too much into this, that's okay. Like, I'm not a person that can't take criticism. If I'm doing too much, I want to know that. Because all of this is affecting me. And I could be bringing it on myself. You never know what it took for some couples to maintain their happiness. I know. And I don't want to sabotage it. It's just, it's been so many years of it. It's like I'm kind of like, I picked up on some of the bad traits. And I don't, like I said, I've stepped back a little bit. We were, talking every day on the phone. He would call me, I just wanted to hear your voice. And, we would text each other. And now we back to going all day, no communication. It's stuff like that. Like, these things are triggering because I feel like it's heading backwards. I'll take some time to really heal those old wounds. You don't forget those things that went wrong immediately. You have to decide to take it one day at a time and let Jesus take the wheel. I think you're exhausted from the trauma and you don't want the bottom to fall out. No, I don't. Like, I am exhausted. Y'all have no idea. No idea. Like, dealing with both of them at the same time. Like, why and who was that person? But I was going through things and didn't recognize. Okay, let's talk about that. You said that you remember times that you hurt your family, and looking back, you don't recognize that person. So sometimes I feel like I give him grace for that, but then sometimes I feel like I'm being manipulated again. Like, I'll give you an example. I'll say something, and I'll hear my words back to me a little later on. Like maybe not that same day, but we'll have a conversation and basically it'll be like a remix of what I said. So imagine talking to somebody who's listening to you, not to understand, not to give you what you need, not for compassion, to throw back at you, to you're listening to what somebody's saying and picking out what they're saying so that you can use it later. Sounds like you have so much trauma and you are afraid of reliving these traumatic experiences. Totally understandable. Don't beat yourself up. Please try to disperse because it only kills you internally first. Yeah, that's what it feels like. Like once the high of all of this, you know, all of this came down, I'm really sitting here like, okay, all of this is cute, but really look and take stock of what's going on around you. Really look and see if you made the right decision. That's where I'm at right now. I've only knew what others are going through. Please don't base your perception on what you see in others because everybody's going through something. We wear a mask each and every day. Because I know I wear one. I wear one every day. And he is not like, you know, a horrible person. He has his own trauma. This is another reason why I've been with him for so long. We've had deep conversations, and some of the stuff that he has told me, like all I want to do is grab him and hug him and just shield him from the world. But then at the same time, I feel like I suffer because of some of that trauma. And it's only so much a person can take. And while I'm not expecting everything to be perfect, because, I just feel like I'm seeing too many signs of regression and it's scary. It's scary. Like I'm scared because like I don't want the rug pulled out. Even though I love them dearly, sometimes depression, anger, etc. blinds us. Only you know how you feel and you only knew what you were going through. You feel hurt. We can talk all day long, but you had to leave it. Yeah. Um, but sometimes when you get in this space, how do you get out of it? So when you say it's our responsibility to make sure that we are happy, are you meaning like me working on myself and being happy with myself before I could look at him to try to make me happy, or happy with him, period? Many of us ain't taught how to be. I This word needs to be highlighted. Emotionally intelligent. Many of that needs to be highlighted because but you would think after we came out of this situation, you would think that you would put more effort into making sure that it doesn't go backwards. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to make it seem like I didn't maybe play a part into the space that I'm sitting in right now. Because while I was in therapy and working on myself as well, I feel like I could handle the way I'm feeling right now a little better. Instead of me backing up and shutting down some, I feel like I can handle the situation a little better. But I'm also, I guess this is where my stubbornness comes in. I'm also like, I didn't cause this. Why should I do these things? You should be making sure that I don't feel this. You should be making sure that I don't have any doubts. I didn't cause this. So I guess that's where the stubbornness comes in, I guess. No, we didn't do couples therapy. We did individual therapy. I would be open to couples therapy because maybe if I said some of these things to him in front of somebody else, I mean, I don't know, because what would change that me walking out that door didn't change? Yeah, it's, of course, you're absolutely right. Nothing can change if you're not if you're not communicating. But at the same time, you know what you're doing, no? You know if you're like, I mean, let's be real. You know if you're manipulating somebody. You know what I'm saying? You know that you're not doing all of the things that you were doing to win this person back. You know that the tools that we're learning in therapy, you're not utilizing. You know that. You walked, you didn't talk. Not you trying to call me out. Go, girl. You ate with that. No. Oh, excuse me. It's your fault. You left. You ain't said nothing. He don't know. Okay, girl. You ate. You ate with that. You right. You right. You right. So maybe I just need to have. Don't you be talking about, well, trying to be on her side. Okay, all right. I hear y'all. Okay, so I can. Oh my God, I'm so stubborn because I got 1,000 things in my head that I want to have a rebuttal, that I want to tell y'all no. I just feel like this, I should not have to do this. Like, it cannot possibly be this much work. But I'm gonna listen because one of my girlfriends said to me, she said, when you're married, you have to put that pride to the side. And it doesn't matter who did what. Yeah, I know. It is work. I know. I was mean AF while dating my husband. He told me no one is going to treat me like I don't matter. I said, oh, if you want the marriage, you got to put the work in, and you're not willing to, then you have to decide what you're willing to. No, I don't know. Maybe I'm just speaking from a place of exhaustion. It's not that I don't want to. I'm just tired. Like, it's like, can I get 6 months at least of the fairy tale? Like, my God, like, and can I tell you something? That is everybody's favorite line. So I'm starting to think maybe it's me. Everybody tells me how much of a good man I have. And I be starting to think like, okay, so am I tripping? I just feel like, okay, I am not the easiest person. I'm not talking about attitude or nothing like that because I don't do that. I am very much I want to do what I want. Not like, going outside and coming home when I feel like and stuff like that. I just don't like being put in a box. And sometimes I feel like he manipulates me to get me to do things his way or the way he wants to do them. So that in turn makes me want to rebel. And maybe, I mean, they say you get more flies with honey. So maybe I can try it you guys' way and communicate more. It's just so much I want to say. Um, I have changed over the years. I have changed over the years. It's just, I don't know. It's just, all right. Okay. I am going to communicate and ask questions and get clarity and propose couples counseling because I do want to fix this, but I don't want a band-aid. Is I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I want true change and I just don't feel like I see it the way I thought I would see it. And I mean maybe that can go for me too. That can go for me too. We change every 5 years naturally. Think about it. I didn't think. Oh, I think it's a setup when we look for others to make us happy. While I don't believe that it's a person's responsibility to do so, I believe that they can add you, and detract from your happiness. I agree 100%. But my question is, let me ask y'all this: when do you know that it's past the point of you trying to fix it? How do you know that? But that the love part has never been the love part has never been a question for me though. Like that's what's so crazy about this whole thing. I know he loves me. It's just loving me the way that I want, the way that I deserve is the issue. That's the problem. It's not that he does not love. I know he does. Your gut tells you. I don't know. I don't know if I trust my gut because I be making some dumbass decisions. So I don't, I don't know if I trust this gut. Child, my gut be playing. I don't know about that. What do you want? What can he do better? A lot of black men have been through so much trauma and just have never been able to open up or communicate. And yes, they do that. That whole thing, A1 to the T. Like I'm not, it's not my business to put all of his business, to talk about, whatever went on in his life and that's not my story to tell. So, but is there a world where you're with somebody because you're giving them grace for all of the trauma that they've been through, or is it love? Because I love him. You know what I'm saying? When everything is normal, like it's like, even when I say it out loud, it sounds like a abusive relationship. But when everything is normal, I couldn't ask for a better husband. My best friend in the entire world, some of the stories we have shared with each other, it's like I couldn't imagine myself with anybody else. But then there's this asshole side that is just like, you know why? Because it's easier for me to talk to you guys. You guys are not listening to what I'm saying and picking out what you can use later. It's a different thing. He values your family because it's a family he didn't have. Yeah. And I don't mind sharing my family with him. But I don't want to go back to living life by myself. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't be going the whole day without talking to you. I should not be, I got this big, beautiful car and I'm in it by myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting in church by myself. You know, maybe I should do that. Start sprinkling some of this oil in that food. Cause girl, it's little things. It hasn't went all the way back to where it was. I'm so afraid of that I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't want it to go there. Love isn't a feeling, it's an action. Word. I love my husband every day, but some days I don't like him. But that's real life. I will like you tomorrow. These are the things you need to tell him with the same tone you're telling us. Get some back right around here, right? Please be patient with him. I feel like I have, though. Like I've been here 14 years. I've been here 14 years. I feel like I have. And I want us to be another 14, but not like how the first 14 was. I'm tired. My family's tired. It don't just affect me. It affects my family. They love him. I love him. I don't want to not be with him, but I just, come on, dog. Yeah. I wish I can get him on alive one day. That would be like a hoot. I wish I can get him on live one day. I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna ask him if he would be willing to come on live with me one time and talk to you guys with me. Now, don't y'all embarrass me and be telling him all my business when I be telling y'all. Can you honestly do life without him? I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I was in shambles when I left. I thought about him going to sleep, waking up all day. I would go through times where I was happy and I felt at peace. If I'm being honest, I had peace. I cannot lie. My it was more peaceful because I did not have to wake up to what's going to be the new thing, what's going to be the next thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you mad at today? What am I doing wrong now? Like, I didn't have to worry about that. But I missed my friend. You know what I'm saying? Like, I missed coming in the house and, he would have snacks I'm not supposed to eat in the house. You know, we would cook, cook together. You know, I miss that. I miss, in the bed eating together and finding stuff to watch and all of that. Like, I miss my friend. You know, I was literally in shambles, but I mentally couldn't take it no more. I want you to try everything before I leave. So try counseling. Yeah, child, you love that man and he loves you. Yeah, yeah. It's like sometimes the way he handles things, it's like I love. And then other times I feel like I'm by myself. I feel like I'm going through life by myself. I just like, he's worthless. Like, what am I with you for? You're not like, I'm doing this by myself. And then other ways he shows up and it's just like, I feel so safe and protected. You know, one minute I feel like the only person on earth and he would do anything for me and he thinks about me, before he makes decisions and things like that. And then, it's just an up and down. It's a roller coaster. It's a roller coaster. I remember one conversation we were having and he was talking to me about something he was going through. And he made a comment like, I said something to him like, you just going on with life. Yeah, I do like consistency. That's exactly what I want. And he said, you are my life. There is no life without you. And I never forgot that. I just want to feel it, if that makes sense. I remember that. But I also remember what happened after that. So that's the part that I'm trying to get out of my mind and remember why I came back. Because I do want it to work, but I don't want it to be what it was. I want it to be better. I want it to be more honest, like it was when I came back. I never felt like this since I've been with him. It's like, who is this man? This is what I've been wanting this whole time. Like this is all I wanted. But I know that I have to give as well and give him what he needs as well. So I just have to find out from him what it is that he needs. And then just go from there. Just go from there. Do you guys know each other's love language? I think so. You two belong together. Oh, I'm sure this is a communication thing. It is. That's always been our biggest issue, communication. It's just how it's received. Therapy can help mediate so it's not an attack. Yeah, I feel like that because we've done it separate. Does he know you go? Look, okay, so we get ready to get out of here because we done been on here for a long time. But when I left, y'all know he was watching my YouTubes. Okay, so let me tell y'all this story. You have to take the MCAT to get into medical school. You usually get a bachelor's degree in anything first. Well, okay, well then maybe that's what I'm doing with the radiation therapy. Maybe that'll be the bachelor's when I get into the program because I need to do the prerequisites and all of that first. But let me tell you all about this. So I was doing a live with y'all. Y'all got me in trouble. I was doing a live with y'all and somebody told him about the live. This is when I was already going. Ain't heard from this man. He ain't said 2 words to me. Honey, I got a text message that's like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. You online, you trying, I mean, tear me up. I'm looking at the phone like, got this man on my YouTube. Like, I was like, he knew I was doing YouTube before, but he never watched my videos. When I came back, he told me that he never knew how which I thought was bullcrap, because y'all know my mouth is big, and I was telling him what I was feeling and what was going on. And his feelings, girl, you online, you gonna try to play me? Like, yes, listen, tore me out the frame in this text message, okay? I'm going to the divorced person in the morning. Like, yeah, like he was not having it. So I'm sitting here like, not all of you putting, not you. He went on my YouTubes and started going through my videos. And when I eventually came back, he said, I never knew all what you were feeling until I started watching your YouTubes. And in the beginning, I was like, it's embarrassing. Like, I don't want him watching my videos and stuff. It's like, it already took me so long to get comfortable talking to y'all. Blasted me out. He said, I don't know who you thought you was trying to get online and air me out. He said, you got the wrong one. Like, yeah, it was like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, honey. I seen his name, because I changed his name. I changed his name in my phone. Y'all need to communicate here. I need you to communicate. No. No. That was bull crap. Because I was saying what my issue was. You think we wasn't arguing and having arguments and stuff? Like, I ain't just yeah, I picked up and left out of nowhere, but it's not like nobody said nothing ever. Like, we just was happy and we just came from a picnic in the park and I just got my stuff and left. No. I've said before what my issues was and what I needed. But I guess being in that vulnerable spot after I left, he was able to receive what I was saying by watching my videos. And then I guess, like, if you really felt as though that you had to talk to a bunch of strangers, you put yourself out there. Like, this is the internet. I'm talking to you guys, but I'm putting my business on the internet. Like, let's be real. If you felt as though you had to do that, maybe this is serious to her. He didn't hear it. No, at all. He didn't hear nothing till he got online. And I'm trying to figure out how he found what he do. They dialed me out all the way, honey, because I called my sister the next morning. I said, well, the jig is up, honey, because he done found the YouTube. Because he ate me up in that text message. Like, and that's, to me, I really thought it was over then. Because when I left, I had said I wanted a divorce. Like, that was, I had already said that. But neither one of us took the steps to actually file. I had to get my mind wrapped around what all the hell was going on first before I started looking at, I talked to people and got information and stuff. Because it was something that in my mind, it was going to happen. It just wasn't something that I was going to do soon as I left. But when I seen the text messages, I was like, okay, well, yeah, this is over. Okay. I put the videos up. What was I supposed to do? It was out there. So, but I don't think I said anything that was terrible, which he knew once he watched the video. When he sent me that text message, which he told me later on, he didn't even watch the video yet. He just heard about the video and reacted off of that. So he don't even know what the hell I said. And meanwhile, you sending me death threats. So he didn't even look at the video yet. So once he seen the video, he realized, like, I was not, like, ripping him apart. I'm not going to get online. I'm going to be honest, because if I'm going to tell it, I'm just going to, I'm not going to get on here and play. But I wasn't on here like, yeah, this mother, like, no. I just was, I talked about what was going on from my perspective. That's all I can do. But, once we, talk and try to figure out where each other's head is, I'm going to see if he probably won't. But I will see if he's open to coming on live and talking, and maybe we can like, so you can kind of like maybe get his side and get his perspective on how he feels, because you know it's not just him, it's two people in this marriage, and I'm not perfect. I'm not the perfect wife. I'm just in my head. I have a picture of us, and it's like not how it's pictured in my head. That's all, you know. But I know that we can do better. I'm just trying to figure out how. But we've been on here for 2 hours. That's why I love doing lives with y'all. Like it didn't even feel like 2 hours. And I had no intention on being on here this long. I love y'all. But I am going to let you guys go. I love you too. I'm going to let you guys go because I'm going to need more content for next week. I am going to try to stay consistent. Y'all pray for me, please. 2 hours. No, seriously. I got on here like a little after 9 o'clock. It's 11. Mind you, I was supposed to be on here at 8 or 8:30, but I was late running my mouth with my sister. Don't you stay away long again. I'm trying not to. I'm really going to be working on my how I'm coping and stuff and learning to relax, because as you can see, like on this video, it's like I be spiraling and stuff, and while it's embarrassing, it's real life. It's, you know, what I be going through. You know, it's not, this is how I am at home, just sometimes worse. But you know, as I'm working on it, and you know, it'll get better. I'm working on it. But I appreciate you guys for hanging this long. Asia, we need to meet up and have dinner one of these days. No, for real. We do. Next time I get on live, I need to know where all of y'all are from, because this is, we love you, City. Hi, Jason. See, whole damn city know my business. He don't even live in Philadelphia. Hi, honey. Got my business all the way across the world. A mess. I love y'all. Thank you so much, guys, for hanging with me. I haven't done a live in a long time. Stop. And I'm here for you, Billy. I saw you support down channel session. Wait a minute. Was we on the last aisle? Like over there where Pat McGrath and stuff is, and you asked me if I did YouTube. Was that you? Because I remember somebody spoke to me. Yeah, I remember you. Hey, girl. North Carolina. Oh, girl, we ain't going down there. I'm in New York and I'm close. Just bring it back. Yes, yeah, I would love to. Oh my God. That would be so decent to do like a little meetup somewhere. I'm in Florida, girl. I don't know if I would want to meet up in Philly though. I don't live in Philadelphia anymore. I love Philly, but it's like I don't really. I mean, we can do like a cute little something downtown, because it's an amazing restaurant downtown. It's called Park. It's so good. Or New York, yeah, I don't mind. You know where I'm at. I know where you at, girl. I know. It's an amazing restaurant in Rittenhouse called Park. Y'all, that food's so good. I never get tired. It's literally like a little piece of Paris in Philly. I love Park. Look it up. P-A-R-C. See why I'm in the remedial class? P-A-R-C. It's so good. Maybe one day I can do like a meetup or something there. I ain't think I had enough people that be wanting to be meeting up the way I be disappearing off YouTube. Half these subscribers probably don't even know I'm still on here. But I know that I push myself back and I make it harder on myself when I take these breaks. But this is not about money. At this point, you guys are like such a important part of my life, and I enjoy doing this. So it doesn't even bother me about, you know, the views and all of that stuff. Like, that's cool. Like, I want you guys to see it, of course, but it's like that's not my main objective. I'm a New Yorker, so we can do that too. But I would love to visit Philly. Okay, well then maybe we'll do Philly then, and we can go down Rittenhouse. Have a look it up because it's my birthday. Look at you. And you gonna spend your birthday in Philly? Girl. Okay, we're going to bed. Because I gotta get up early and go to work tomorrow. I love you guys. I will have another video up Thursday if I don't do a live again. But I like to spread the lives out because it's like I don't want to be overkill with it. And we don't know how to shut the hell up. Like we be on these lives too long. And I'm not trying to be on the live for like 4 days. Just a day to eat. So I know that's right. Love you, girl. You always been. Oh, thank you, Jen. Yeah, we be on these lives forever. So we need to do this on the days we be having off the next day or start earlier or something. Cause girl, we get to run in our mouth. Thank you. I appreciate you guys and I love you all. And I will see you guys. Look, the lives are good. We will be here. Listen, no, our lives do be good. I bet y'all do be entertained. I be on here crying like a fool 90% of the lives. I bet y'all do be liking them on here crashing out like a crackhead. I said, no, what did your daughter call Brookie? We be crying with it. The baby done something or something. I'm crying. I will tell her that I talked to you. I will definitely let her know. I will see you guys in my next video. I love you all. Thank you for hanging with me. I appreciate you guys. Yes. I can't. Bye, guys. Bye. Love you. But you be trying to check us too when we come for you. Oh, I would never. Y'all be no, because y'all do. Y'all be perimenopause. No, it wasn't perimenopause. What she said? A midlife crisis? Trying to come for me. We all grown bills, kids and bills, so live is neat. No, for real. Straight up. I definitely needed this. I feel like I got so much off of my chest and I got a newfound like eye-opening. You know what I'm saying? That I need to look in myself and stop being so stubborn. So I get it. Yeah, go tell me midlife crisis. I love her though. I let her slide. I let her slide. I will see you guys Thursday. Bye, guys.